Back now with the CBS 3 Pet Project with animal advocate Carol Erickson and the PSPCA, and my good buddy here, Connor, who's really excited to be here on TV with us. Carol.
He really is. He's eating all the props, you know, because one of the things I'm going to be talking about is scent training, and of course, he immediately picked up some of these that I've tried to hide around here. But it's one of the things that's kind of keeping him calm, and that's what I want to talk about today, is keeping your pets calm, because as you know, sometimes you have to spell the word V-E-T when you're taking your dog to the vet, because otherwise your dog goes crazy. Let me show you a dog that we all kind of know pretty well right now. This is Marvin. I took him in for a nail trim the other day and listened to him. He's just whimpering like crazy, and it just didn't stop. And you know, and I started to think about, what can I do that can make him more confident in a situation like that? And there's a really interesting concept. It's called fear-free. Not only fear-free vets, but there's a website, fearfreepets.com, and they talk about some of the things that you can do to kind of set your dog up for success at the vet and in your house. And there is so much that they can do mentally that will help them. So I ran over to Medford Pets, and they let me take a few things away without paying for them. I have to take them back, of course. But food puzzles. Now, supposedly food puzzles are an unbelievable way to engage and enrich your dog's psychological well-being. They gain confidence from working on a food puzzle. It takes a lot more time to eat. You know, dogs like to hunt. That's what they were originally designed for. So they have to spend a little time moving these pieces around and getting their kibble out. So you can use just your regular kibble or that sort of thing, or put a treat in there. And you start a little slow, because sometimes, you know, some dogs are better with one puzzle versus another. So just kind of watch that. But it is really good because it can help keep them calm, keep them confident, and also create less destructive behavior in the house. If you start to work with things like food puzzles, you can even, if you're going to the vet and they're used to a food puzzle, stick one on the floor and let them play with it there.
It works with cats too. I have a food puzzle, keeps them busy. It's enrichment, you know, mind and taste buds going.
Yes, but like the typical mom, you were bragging that it was too easy for your cat.
I gotta switch it up. He needs variety.
And you know what? And you may be increasing sort of the level of difficulty. Another thing is exercise. And if you're not taking your pet to the vet because they're sick, you may want to do a little exercise ahead of time. This is something, if you're tired of throwing it, you just kind of chuck it. So this can do a lot, save your arm a little bit and give your dog some exercise. Also, hiding a very tasty treat someplace in the house, scent training. A lot of websites on exactly how to scent train. So I think it's something that people should try to keep up with, just because there are ways to enrich your dog's life emotionally, physically. They become less destructive. They become more confident. It lowers your anxiety. The fear-free people always say it takes the pet out of petrified.
Nice.
So
I like that.
Yeah, we like to do that. Let me show you a couple of the animals, and I've got a great success story here. This is Charlene. She was adopted. She was 3 years old and still is 3 years old, and she is in a completely new home right now, and which is great. Now we have Rudy. He's still up for adoption. Very smart. He loves working on his basic obedience commands, and he's just a wonderful dog, and he would love to have a home to call his own. And then you're into cats, I know that. Dustin, 5-year-old male domestic short-haired cat, a little nervous at first meeting, but Pennsylvania SPCA, where all these animals are, say that it is absolutely the time of the year to go down and get involved. And if you're a loving and kind person, head to the Pennsylvania SPCA, adopt an animal. You know, here I'm going to see.
The second week in a row that the dogs love me, Carol.
Have migrated. I'm going to give you this and see if you can find out which hand it's in, because it's it's one of the things that you can do with the scent training. Figure out a hand, and your dog will pay more attention to you than the stressful situation. And there, he found it already on the floor.
Good job,
so
buddy.
Connor is a great dog, available for adoption, 2 years old, and he is a Basset Hound mix. Pennsylvania SPCA today.
Thank you so much. Thanks, Carol. Yep.